Hello, welcome to Nanju Francisco Reports. I'm here again and bringing you another episode for our channel. So today I'm so lucky because I have here a very special guest, and she is one of our OFW, Overseas Filipino Workers in Bahrain. And I will tell you her name, and then she will tell us about herself. So I'm very happy to interview today Miss Sarah Rivera. And I will ask Miss Sarah to explain to us what she does and tell us something about herself. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi everybody. For those who will watch. Hi, Miss Nanju. How are
Kamusta
you?
ka?
Okay lang po.
Yes. So, first of all, can you tell us something about yourself?
Alright, so I'm Miss Sarah Fontanilla Rivera, and I am 29 years old, and I am currently here in Bahrain for about, I think, 4 years now. So I am a teacher here.
Wow, a teacher. So, people have a very high sense of regard and respect when you say she's a teacher, an educator. Another question I would like to ask, did you really plan to be a teacher, or did somebody ask you from your family to become a teacher, or did you just decide okay, I want to be a teacher someday?
Yeah, actually, my mom, hi ma. Yeah, my mom decided to be a teacher. When we are talking about, anak, what do you want to be? Let's go mag-enroll ka na, she said like that. So I said, anong course, mama? Yeah. So she said, mag-teacher ka. I want you to be a teacher. Pagka, yeah, she wants me to become. So now, ma, you have a very, very nice teacher.
So I'm sure Mama is so happy because now she has a teacher. And of course, ilan kayo magkakapatid, Sarah?
Actually, we are 4.
All teachers?
No. Some of them are still studying, and the other one, she passed away last
Oh,
year.
sorry to hear that. How many girls? How many boys?
We are all girls, actually.
Wow.
4 princesses.
So may sumunod ba sa'yo na maging teacher din, naging teacher?
No, my other siblings are engineering.
Oh, engineer, teacher, that's good. And how long, when did you arrive in Bahrain?
2019, that was May 2019.
Oh, that was a critical time.
Yeah.
That was a COVID time,
Yeah.
right? COVID was
Yeah.
spreading that time. And I'm sure you found that you're very challenging, right?
Yeah, but when it comes to teaching, hindi naman po kami nahirapan unlike the other na nagsara. In teaching, we are doing online teaching.
Yes.
That's why the salary is still the same. So, parang it's very comfortable pa nga for us, but it's a new challenge. We need to learn more about how to
Yes.
teach online.
I can say she's very lucky po because some schools actually, I talked to some teachers that they had to cut their salary.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
It's-
But for our school,
You're lucky.
yeah.
Yeah. So, in your own opinion, Sarah, I wanted to tell our subscribers, what makes a good teacher? Yeah. So, matagal ko nagdusita ng po yan sa mga viewers natin or sa mga teachers, but now I have the gut and the courage to ask one teacher to me, what makes a good teacher?
Actually, when you will ask a teacher, depende po eh. If being a good teacher for you is your student will get a high score or what. But for me, as a primary teacher, I'm looking for that my student will love going to school. Because mostly kids, mahirap po silang papasukin sa school.
That's true.
So,
How do you motivate them?
I am just being myself. playful kind of teacher. I don't want my class to be boring.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
sure,
that's
yeah.
good.
And I can see smiling face,
Yeah.
diba?
So you need to be like their mom in school, but I'm also looking for their progress in academics because
Wow. Are you the strict type of teacher?
yeah, I am strict, I can say.
Pero nasa lugar?
Yeah, opo. And then because in our school we have a lot of programs like we have this field trip every week. The kids are going out because of the pandemic. They were
Yes.
locked inside their house. So we are doing field trip every week. That's why they are so happy, and I'm so happy as well.
Wow, that's good. So, what are the characteristics of a good teacher? Ano masasabi mo katangian mo? Is there something special about a person para maging teacher siya? Something like that?
Yeah, actually I am being empathetic. Yeah. You will just, because some of the kids, they are not a happy kid. So you need to learn about their background as well. Interview their parents. Oh, that's why this kid is like this in school. So you need to think about their personality as well. So para ma-reach out mo sila emotionally, and doon matututo sila na, oh, my teacher, I can trust my teacher. I want to be with her. I want to study with her. I want to have a progress, especially those who cannot read, who cannot write. So, first step ko talaga as a teacher, kunin mo yung loob ng bata.
Yes, that's true, definitely.
Yeah. Because if they are just afraid of you, oh,
Terror teacher.
yeah, they are just afraid of you, they will not go to school.
And they will not study.
Yeah, they will just like, oh, she's so strict. Sometimes they will bully you. Kids now are like that. But
Kids are different nowadays compared to the time, our time. Yeah, I'm just 1 year older than Sarah, ladies and gentlemen. But I noticed the kids of our generation, talagang different sa kids nowadays. So, how do you handle situation wherein meron kang pinapagawa sa student mo and parang nagre-resist siya na gawin? Na-experience mo ba yung gano'n na parang ayaw na gawin yung pinapagawa mo?
Opo, I experienced that, but I have this kind of motivation in our class that if you are doing great, I will give you stars.
Wow, prize, no?
Yeah, it's
May
a
star ka
kind
na.
of motivation. So I will give stars, and then they will be motivated to do things. And we have this rule. As a teacher, first day of school, we need to say our rules. They need to memorize it by their hearts, not only by their mind. So they know already, my students, that if you will not do the things that the teacher said, you will be punished. Punished in a way that you will not gain stars, you will not receive a good job clap from your classmates, your teacher will not hug you. Because I have this, when they do good in our class, I will hug them, I will kiss them, because they are just kids.
Yeah, they're kids. They want love, they want attention.
Teaching primary students is different in teaching middle school
And high school. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I experienced teaching high school one time.
Yeah.
During our time, we have this student teacher. You know, like, who's the most active or brightest in the school? She will be the student teacher for the month. I handled the high school, can you imagine? And I said, wow, this is the wildest class I've ever handled. Mahirap pala maging teacher.
Yeah.
And you have to have, I think, a patience of Job.
Yeah, that's
Yung pasensya mo talagang kailangan mahaba, di ba?
extended siya.
What do you do to keep abreast of the changing times, especially sa education sector? Like, maraming advances, maraming, di ba, yung latest trend.
Yeah, actually here po sa Bahrain, we are following, in our school, we are following Cambridge curriculum, which is So, we have this yearly training seminars, a lot of trainings and seminars. So we are doing this online thing with other teachers in other countries to make our, professional growth as well. So this kind of things, we are equipped actually. We are studying as well. We have this, last December, I think, we have the seminar in Dubai, and other teachers, they are in England, like this. So my school is international school, so my students are different nationalities.
Nationalities, yeah.
And you know that here in Bahrain, we have a variety of nationalities.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's an international school,
Yeah.
remember? So you have all the
Yes.
nationalities. And iba't ibang mga ugali yan, iba-iba yung mga attitude ng mga bata. But you arrived in 2019,
Yeah.
right? So that makes how many years? 4 years
4
ka ng
years.
teacher.
Yeah.
So I'm sure as a teacher, it's not only the students are learning, but
Yeah, of
also
course.
teachers are learning from their students. Did you ever learn something from your class, from the kids?
Yes, of course, because as a teacher, I am always telling my students, Miss Sarah is also a human being. Miss Sarah is not perfect. Because this is how they see us.
Perfect.
We are perfect.
Yes.
We cannot make mistakes.
Correct.
So I keep on telling them, because this is what our trainer said as well. Tell your students, let's change how they think about teachers, like we are so perfect. So this is what we are implementing now.
Teachers get tired, teachers
Yes.
get angry sometimes,
Yes.
teachers lose their patience. That's true because they're only human beings. So we have to be very nice with our teachers, no? How do you find working and living in Bahrain?
Actually, Bahrain is a very good country. It's an open country, so it's not that difficult to, alam niyo na po, to make a living. As long as you are masipag. And Filipinos here, they are really hardworking. So companies and employers, they want Filipinos, actually. In our school, we have, I think, 25 teachers. We are all Filipinos. Out of 150 teachers, 25 are Filipinos. So it's proof that they want Filipino teachers.
Actually, teachers po are one of the most in-demand professions po sa buong mundo. And in fact, teachers, nurses, doctors, these are the most in-demand professions. Engineers, talagang hinahanap yan pag Pilipino, talagang nagre-recruit sila. And I'm so lucky na may kausap tayong teacher dito. So, matagal ka na rito, nakatira ka dito, and you're working. So, how do you go about your daily? Can you tell me about your daily routine pag nasa school ka?
Okay, but so when I start the day, of course, usually 6:45 is our timing. Dapat nakain na kami sa school.
Oh, so early.
Yeah, 6:45. So 5 o'clock, I wake up, and then I prepare, and then I'll go to school, and I punch in, and then I will go direct to our classroom. So I will prepare everything kasi may homeroom activities ang bata. Some kids are going to school earlier. Yeah, because some of their parents as well are teachers, so they have work as well. So what I am doing is preparing everything. So when they are coming and they will sit, they will do their thing. They know it, it's a routine for them. So this is the thing. And then we will start our class exactly 7:15. They will have the assembly. In Philippines, we call it flag ceremony.
Flag ceremony.
Yeah, but they call it here as assembly, so they will sing the
Assembly.
Bahari and everything. So we will start our first period. Every day they have different schedules because they have German, a French class, they have Chinese classes and everything. So what I am just teaching is science, math, and English.
English, oh, that nice subjects.
Yeah, and then those subjects I am handling, so I am seeing them daily at least 2 periods, so 3 hours a day. And most of them are going to their different subjects. So after my class, the class will finish at 12:30 in the afternoon. So it's done. My work is done.
Wow, so what do you do after school timing or pag free ka na?
That's the mahirap part.
Maybe po, I just want to give you a briefing, no? Some people say that teachers are very lucky because their timing is normally 7 to 2:30 or 6:30 to 2:30, and then after that, free. Diyan po kayo nagkakamali because after po they arrive home, if Teacher Sarah has time, she will eat quickly. And then she will go back to her room, pick up her books, notebooks, and lesson plans and start checking, correcting, preparing lesson plan. Before you knew it, Sarah, it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, right?
Especially po yung mga reports that we need to do for the kids, progress and everything. It's not only the teaching. We have also this office job, office works and everything.
Correct. Na admin, plus the
And
class.
everything.
Ang hirap ng teacher.
That's true po.
Just to give you a background, pag-alata talaga ito din, no? During our time, it's not that demanding. I would tell you, because yung mga teachers namin that time ni Sarah, may time pang magkanchilyo sa klase. Can you imagine nagkakanchilyo, tapos minsan nagtitinda ng mga pagkain. Sabi ko, pero kaya when I go to schools, for example, I see teachers are really like focusing on their class and then their homework, their work, as if they don't have any more time to relax. Do you ever sleep pa?
Actually, sometimes.
Sometimes. It's very difficult, no?
Yeah, when I was teaching in DepEd, because I was teaching in Department of Education in my country, I noticed that a lot of teachers they don't get married. They are not married, I mean. They don't have kids. Now I realize I am teaching for 8 years. I realize, oh, that's why. Because our job is too broad for us to handle. And it's not hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman po natin na we are underpaid actually. We need to have more around the world. It's not only here in Bahrain, not only in Philippines, around the world we are underpaid actually. Because of the job that we are doing, because of the
Demand of the job, right?
But like what they said, being a teacher is a passion. It's not a job actually. So
It's a passion, right?
so this is how I see myself. I love being a teacher. At first I say, oh, it's a bit difficult. My voice will decrease.
Yeah.
Lagi po ako nagsasalita kasi mamamaus ka, masakit sa lalamunan.
Yeah, it's difficult to talk the whole afternoon, right?
Pero pag nakakita mo yung progress ng bata, mahal ka ng bata, kahit saan ka makita ng bata.
That is my next question. What is the best part of your job?
Yeah, yung po.
Right?
Yeah, here in Bahrain, I experienced the other nationality parents. I thought before that they are somehow strict or they will not approach you, but
You're so kind.
they are so
And
kind.
so friendly.
They are so generous. If they can give you house and lot, you need to accept it. No, I'm just kidding.
Just joking.
Yeah. But they are generous.
Yes,
Miss Nanju.
very nice.
They are giving a lot. Golds, chocolates, bags. That's how they express their gratitude.
They're very warm people. That's very nice. And Bahrain really is one of the best places in the world. Actually, it keeps getting #1. You
Yeah.
know, whenever they make a survey among expats, which is the best place for expats to work, Bahrain always tops the list.
Yeah.
Because the people are friendly, right?
Our parents are so friendly. You know, Miss Nanju, I want to share it. I had a student. He is ADHD, so he is a special child. So one time we had a parent meeting. The mother came to me. She's running, and I don't know why. I was wondering why this mother is not. And then she hugged me and cried.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she cried a lot. She said, Miss Sarah, thank you so much for all the efforts because my son loved to go to your class. This is the first time, Miss Sarah. So this kind of thing po, no, it's
Wow,
not.
it's so touching, no?
Yeah, the mother was crying. So I was like, I was like, oh, this is the price of my effort to this kid. Because he is difficult to handle, Miss Nanju. He will not stop roaming around because he is ADHD. So, but he is very smart.
Smart,
He's
yeah.
clever. So,
And the mother was so happy.
yeah, the father and the mother was.
Parents, wow. That's a major accomplishment for you. It's difficult to be a teacher, but as you said, you have to have the passion and you must love what you are doing, right?
Yeah, that's true. And yung parang napamahal ka rin sa mga bata. So it's like, I don't have a kid pa, but this kind of thing that I can feel without having a kid, I can feel it with my students.
So there are your children
They
already,
are.
right?
I told them that Miss Sarah has 20 kids. They are like, really? That's a lot, Miss Sarah.
20 kids, right?
So how? Look at yourself. You are my kids. So they
Wow,
are. They
so
are
nice.
They are jumping.
If I have a nice teacher like her, I don't want to graduate anymore.
Yeah, Miss Nanju, so the school year will end and they keep on asking me, also the parents, Miss Sarah, can you teach them even in year 4, please? Can you go in year 4 now? Because my kids cannot go to school without you. I will just answer, oh, that's not on my part, mommy. Please ask the admins. And I will just
Yeah. What if they request?
It can happen, but
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be free because I baby them already.
Wow, and I'm sure they will miss you when the school year ends, right?
Only 1 month left.
Mhm.
They will be in year 4, so I'm so excited as well.
Oh, that's good. What is your secret? Why are you still like, despite all the challenges you're experiencing, you can manage to smile, you can manage to be positive? Ano sikreto mo?
Actually, siguro yung personality ko lang din po. I'm cheerful. Kasi, as a teacher, you cannot be like so boring. So, parang everyday, it's like my, I cannot be like, patay ang dugo, sabi nila.
Oo nga, no?
Your student will be like you. Yung parang ikaw ang reflection. ng
Children copy, di ba, what the elder people are doing.
Yes, that's it.
If there's one thing that you would like to leave as your legacy to your students, what would it be and why? Parang Miss Universe yung question, ano? Miss Universe. What legacy yung gusto mong iwanan sa mga estudyante mo?
Siguro po kasi yung mga bata they are just 7 years old, 8 years old. Ang palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila kasi di natin maiwasan sa klase nag-aaway,
Yeah.
may mga commotions.
Yeah.
Teacher, he hit me like this. So I will talk to the kid. For example, my student name is Paris. Gusto mo ba yung ginawa niya sa'yo? For example, gusto mo bang saktan ka rin ng iba? So don't do to others what you don't want to do to you. Because kung ayaw mo masaktan, huwag ka rin mananakit. That's the rule of life. Sabi ko po sa mga bata. And then they will stop. Pag kinurot kita, gusto mo rin bang, gusto ko rin, I will ask, Pares, for example, mananakit ka. So, sasaktan mo si ganito. So, gusto mo ba yun? Nasasaktan ka rin niya. So, don't do to others what you don't want to.
That's the golden rule, di ba? In other words, love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they are fighting. So, they know me very well. First time they will enter the class, they will say, good morning, Miss Sarah.
Good morning,
We have
Miss
this
Sarah.
kid.
Yeah.
And then they will hug me.
Wow.
I implemented it the first day they go to school, so they know it.
Buti pa yung mga students ni Miss Sarah, when they come to the classroom, they smile, they run to her. I remember during our college time, may terror kaming professor, ayaw namin papasok. Kasi makita mo pala yung mukha, nakakulot na, di ba? Sometimes it's the teachers that encourages the students to, di ba? Kung papasok ka, tapos nakasimangot na we cannot blame them actually because teaching is a very difficult and challenging profession.
Yeah, but Ms. Nanju, as a teacher, I will say that you cannot be like that. Even you are so tired.
Yeah.
We teachers need to be artists as well. Even you have a lot of problems at home, whatever it is, you cannot
bring it to the school room, right? So the classroom. That's true. Problems at house remains at the house, and then school is school, right? Live it, right? And remember, you have kids looking up to you, and that's very good.
Yeah, especially for me, no, they are kids. Pagka nakita kanila na nakasama mga teacher, they will ask the teacher, then is there something wrong? They know me very well.
Yeah, kids are very sensitive.
Teacher, you changed your lipstick.
They observe talaga, ha? Wow.
Teacher, I love your hair today.
Oh, very
They are very
nice.
sweet.
Very sweet, no? And do you experience, I'm sure you experience that a little student will come up to you and bring you a rose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every day I have, I have this kid, every day, meron akong cookies. Kasi pinag-prepare siya ng mom niya, nung nanay niya. So, laging merong Miss Sarah. Yeah.
Talagang exclusive para sa'yo. That's very nice.
Because they know I love them.
They appreciate what you do to their
Small
kids.
things, really, Miss Nanju.
But it counts, no? And I'm sure it touches you deeply.
Yeah. So I'm not afraid na my husband will not cook for me every day.
Because I have the kids will bring you something nice.
Yeah, every day, Miss Nanju. That's why I'm saying they are generous.
If you could give an advice to those upcoming teachers,
Yeah.
or those students that are taking now education and then would like to become a teacher, to pursue teaching as a career or profession, what would be your advice?
Think 1,000 times. No, actually, Miss Nanju,
What advice can you give them?
for me, just be true to yourself if you really want to teach. Ask yourself many times. I'm just frankly saying this because
That's true.
it is not just like in the middle of the school year you will resign, I don't want to be a teacher. You will leave the kids with a new teacher again, and you will hurt them so much. So think, and it's very difficult, but it's fulfilling. Because we touch futures of students, they will never forget you.
And you're making future leaders. You're preparing these kids
That's
to be future
true,
leaders,
Miss Nanju.
right?
And don't expect too much high salary for teachers.
Yeah, honestly, that's true.
Yeah.
I remember my aunt. She was a teacher in the States.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking of what course I will take in college. I was not really like, I wanted to be a journalist at the time. I wanted to be a doctor. But that time, medicine was so expensive. And then I said, what's another, alternative?
Yeah.
So I went to my aunt. She's a teacher in the States. I said, Auntie, I'm planning to be a teacher. Is it a good profession? She told me exactly what you told me just now. And then she said, think 100 times. I said, what? Sabi niya, it's not like just a job.
That's true.
It's a total commitment.
Yeah.
And you just cannot say, I will be a teacher, and then you will drop everything later. Exactly what you said. And then somehow it discouraged me to be a teacher. Like I said, oh, mahirap pala. You have to be passionate about your job, right?
Yung tinuturo sa school is far different when you are inside the classroom.
But I can really see in you, you love your job.
Yeah, of course. I love my job. So you need to be, yeah, that's
Yeah, you have to be.
the passion is there.
The passion, kailangan lagi nandoon. And last na lang na question ko sa'yo, what can you advise naman the OFWs, the overseas Filipino workers, about working here in Bahrain?
Yeah, so when you are going in other country to work, please, okay, let's set a goal, right? So what are your goals? Why you are going to a different country just for work or whatever it is. Whatever there is, you need to have a goal. So that goal will be your guide. No, para po, kasi mostly nakikita natin sa mga OFWs, after how many years of working, so we don't have, for us, we gave all for our family. I know we love our family. I love my family a lot. But also think of yourself. Be futuristic. Save. Money is save. What you invest if you can. Habang mga bata pa po tayo, we need to invest. That's a very important thing because hindi po palagi tayong malakas.
That's true, that's right.
So for me, I'm setting my goal and I am just going 5 years here in Bahrain, and I achieved at least 2 achievements that I set in my life. So this is a kind of, I have 1 to 2 steps already. So more goals, mas maganda po. And also, make sure that you have endpoint. Especially if your country or you will retire soon or you will retire after 15 years, you need to have endpoint. And then recap, oh, did I achieve this? Yeah, I'm so happy. So that's the happiness you will need. Yung happy ka po na, oh, at least for more than 15 years, I work hard. This is what it is.
Correct.
So, that's it po, na dapat maging, isipin din po natin yung mga sarili natin.
That's true. Not only your family. Right, like you have to have something, you have to prepare for the future and you have to take care of yourself then because someday you'll go back to your country and you really have to have something like savings. So at least you will be able to take care of yourself when you grow old.
Yeah. Para rin makita natin kung, oh, ito na yung mga pinaghirapan
mo, correct.
Sarap po siguro sa feeling nun, kasi may mga nakakausap din akong mga Pilipino dito, they are going to our country na for good. So I'm asking them, how is it, Miss Ganto? I'm so happy because I achieved 10 of my like this.
Wow.
So I got the idea of this.
Goals,
Yeah,
diba?
their goals.
Set goals. It's a very, very nice,
Yes,
diba,
set goals.
idea. So sa'yo, sabi mo, 2 na yung na-achieve mo.
Yeah.
So meron pang mga 98. Diba? Kasi talaga, siya, focus siya sa dream niya eh. And that's really a good example.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for your time, Sarah. Miss Teacher Sarah, talaga naman ang dami naming take away sa iyong mga sinabi na experience mo. And thank you for sharing your experience with us. And I'm sure our subscribers and our listeners and our followers have a lot of lessons that they learned and you inspired them. I will not be surprised kung many of our subscribers or viewers would like to be a teacher someday.
Yeah, I hope, no?
Yeah.
You will be a teacher because it's a good, we need a lot of
It's
teachers.
a great profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you again, and we hope to interview you sometime.
Yeah,
Yes.
inshallah. Miss
Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you also, Miss Nanju.
And it's a pleasure to be interviewing you right now because you're such a nice teacher. And I hope all the teachers will be like Teacher Sarah, always smiling, always welcoming to her students, and always inspiring people to be better and to take care of the future leaders like the kids. She has 20 kids in the school, no?
Amen.
So, thank you very much for joining us with Miss Sarah today. And I'm proud to be interviewing a teacher, to be able to interview a teacher. It's been my long dream to interview a teacher. And now, I would like to thank all of our subscribers also. Thanks to all of you for watching. And that's our episode for this week. So before we go, I would like to remind you to please like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nanju Francisco Reports. And we'll see you next time dito po sa aming programa, Nanju Francisco Reports. Bye!